All right, in Leçon B of Unit 1 of your French 2 book, where we left off at, was you probably are seeing ce, set, and say. Ce is the masculine singular way to say this. Set is the masculine singular before a vowel way to say this or that. Set, C-E-T-T-E, is the feminine singular way to say this or that. And then say is actually plural. So if I'm talking about this sweater, sweater is masculine, ce pull, because there's one sweater, I'm talking about this one. I cannot say ce anorak, because not only is it singular, it does not have an S there, but it also begins with a vowel. So if I'm talking about singular before a vowel, this is where I need to use this, then, and it's masculine, okay, then I can't say ce anorak, because that just sounds horrible, to be quite honest. So what they do is they put a T there. Now, the feminine way to say this or that is set. So if I was talking about this flower, oh, this flower is beautiful, right? Then I would say cette fleur, because fleur is feminine singular, and that's the feminine singular way to say that. Now, what if I was saying these flowers? Well, just like in English, this and these are two different words. They're different words in French as well. So set is this or that. The only difference is really location. Say would be the plural form of this. So, ces fleurs is the plural form of this, that, these, or those. And if it was these sweaters, it would be ces pulls as well, because it's plural. It doesn't matter whether it's masculine or feminine in this, it's just plural, okay? So, that is the demonstrative adjective. Now, the other thing that you are seeing in this unit is the conjugation of aller, which means to go, in front of an infinitive. So for instance, if I wanted to say in English, I am going to study. All right? Well, another way to say I is je. And even though I am is actually je suis, I am going is je vais. I go, I am going. It's already in there, okay? Do not put that suis in there. No. All right? And then to study. Well, you're realizing that this is an infinitive. To plus the verb. To study, okay? So, étudier, A with the ER, because the ER acts like to. So, je vais étudier. I am going to study. So this is how this is one way to express what you're going to do in the future. And it is simply the conjugation of aller plus an infinitive, okay? What if I wanted to say, I am not going to study? There is no way. It is dimanche. It is Sunday. I am not studying. Forget it, all right? Well, let's look at this. I said the conjugation of aller plus an infinitive. Now you remember that ne pas goes around the conjugated verb in order to make the statement not. So my conjugated verb in this happens to be vais. So if I want to say I am not going, then I would put ne pas around my conjugated verb. So je ne vais pas étudier. Now the reason I said étudier and not étudier is because this S before an E is going to make a Z sound. So je ne vais pas étudier. I am not going to study. All right? So that is how you make the future tense when you, well, it's not the future tense, but it is a way to express the future using the conjugation of aller. So, the other thing that you have going on in this particular lesson, Leçon B, are adjectives. Now, adjectives have to match the noun that they modify in both number and gender. I know you're sick of hearing me say it. You're just going to get sicker because I'm going to say it and say it and say it and say it and say it. All right? Now, adjectives, although they have to match the noun in number and gender, they also have a certain position. Adverbs go after the conjugated verb, right? J'aime beaucoup lire. All right? Let's look at this. This is adverbs. I'm switching on you just a bit. All right? Conjugated verb. Infinitive, to read. And beaucoup means a lot. And since it's describing how much, to what extent, it's an adverb. Adverbs go after the conjugated verb. Well, generally, adjectives also go after the noun that they modify. So if I wanted to say that I like red roses, all right? So I could say j'aime. Now, and remember, in French, I can't say I like red roses. I have to say I like the red roses. And since the, my options are le, la, and les, and it's plural, then obviously I'm going to use les. Okay? So j'aime les roses. And let's go ahead and not use this. Let's say I like blue roses. King Arthur liked blue roses too. And so bleu, and let's make it plural. All right, I would add an S there. But let's say that I liked big blue roses, right? Now color has nothing to do with beauty, age, goodness, or size. Because I'm dealing with beauty, age, goodness, or size, bags, these adjectives, these are the ones that actually go before the noun. So if I wanted to say I like big blue roses, I would actually, the French English would be I like the big roses blue. Okay? And the way that I would say big here is grand, right? But because it's feminine, I would add an E, and because it is plural, I would also add an S. So j'aime les grandes roses bleues, all right? Now, what if I wanted to say I like the old, let's see, the old hotels, the old white hotels, those big, beautiful white buildings on the coast. They're really, really pretty, right? So hotel happens to be masculine, all right? And I remember that because I remembered un hotel. That's how I learned it, so that's how I knew that it was masculine, because there was really no other way to know that. All right, so j'aime the old white hotels, right? So old is one of those adjectives that go before the noun that it modifies. Now, if you remember, old, new, and handsome or beautiful are irregular adjectives, right? So, I have a masculine way of saying them, a masculine singular before a vowel way of saying them, a feminine, we'll go plural here, a masculine plural way, a feminine singular way, and a feminine plural way. So there are 5 different words for old, there are 5 different words for new, and there are 5 different words for handsome or pretty. Alright, let's start with handsome. Well, we'll put it under here. Beau. The masculine singular before a vowel is belle. The masculine plural, if it ends in AU, you add an X. The feminine is belle, and the feminine plural is belles. All right? Now, if I'm dealing with the word for new, nouveau, nouvelle, nouveau with an X, nouvelle, and then nouvelle with an S. But what if I am dealing with the word for old? V-I-E-U-X, V-I-E-I-L, V-I-E, where are we at? Plural. U-X again, those are actually the same. V-I-E-I-L-L-E, and then V-I-E-I-L-L-E-S. Alright? So, you have beau, belle, belle. Some of them sound similar, but they are not spelled the same. Nouveau, nouvelle, nouveau, nouvelle, nouvelle. Vieux, viel, vieux, viel, viel. Alright? So I said the old white hotels, right? Big, beautiful white buildings on the coast. So, color has nothing to do with the beauty, age, goodness, or size. Color has nothing to do with that. So color is going to be one of those that actually comes after the noun. Alright? But the age of it is going to come before. So if I would say, J'aime les, I said the old, vieux, because hotel is actually masculine, but I use the plural form of it. And I want to say that they're white, okay? And because they're plural, I need to add an S to white, all right? But what if I was talking about old white flowers? That would be a little different because this was masculine, but flowers is feminine. It's also plural, okay? So I would say, J'aime les vielles, because I need my feminine plural form. And the way to say white when you make it feminine is blanche with a CH, and because it's plural, I need the S, all right? And if you look here, it's kind of a helpful little thing. Doesn't always work that way, but sometimes it does. So that should get you through Leçon B. And don't forget, you have a lot of great references in your book and at the end of the book in the appendix. If you have any questions, email me. Au revoir et bonne chance.